Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Also here, not too much happening. Few people panicked already in the comments because we broke briefly above 1330, which is the wave E high. And I've had questions if this is now bullish. No, it's not. In terms of breakout, for a possibly bullish breakout, I've always talked about the $1,400 level. So as long as we stay below that, what it might mean is that we have to extend here, for example, the wave B, which is just a corrective wave, or we have to modify the internals here. But all of that would be corrective until, or it can be corrective until we break above 1400. So the $1,400 level, or let's be very specific here, the swing high was at 1396. Yeah. So until we really get above that level, we are primarily still expecting another low. And there are, and again, here in the very, very short term, we are looking at various possible wave counts. I'm going to show you 3 possible counts. Overall, we are still expecting here, and this is unchanged, that we are here in this A, B, C pattern in a wave 2. Still expect a reversal down here. As long as we stay above $1,000, the sort of bullish setup is at play. And talked in previous videos about my strategy about accumulating and trading, and when I get more aggressive and so on in terms of a long position here. But the question is, is that low already in, and are we already in the bullish breakout to the upside, or do we see another low? As I said in the previous video, that long sideways movement over the weekend made a bullish breakout less likely. Can I rule it out? No. Improbable events happen all the time, but it is what it is, less likely to break to the upside. But certainly I can't rule it out. And I told you how to deal with that in previous videos in terms of my strategy. So I'll build that into my videos from time to time. But one count that is currently still here, the particular count that I had on the chart from the previous video has basically been invalidated because we moved in that move above the wave E. Now, what we talked about was that in this move down, which is a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 4 already happened here at around 1396. That we then moved down in a wave A, moved up in a B, where we peaked here in the triangle. So the wave B was a triangle, and then we were already in the move down in wave C of 5. But because we peaked a little bit higher than it would be allowed in this scenario, this particular one was invalidated. Now, that doesn't mean we suddenly go bullish. It just means we may have to shift things around a little bit. So one count that is definitely possible here is, all we need to do here for that is to move that ABC out of the way now. Move that to the side here. Just sort of park it. The assumption in this scenario would be that actually wave 4 ended here, and that we see all of this as a triangle. So that wave A was here, this was the wave B, the wave C was then here, the D here, and the E here. And in that particular scenario, this count is still valid, in that we started from the high at around 1350, an impulse down in a wave 1, and we then moved up here in a wave 2, A, B, C. Well, actually, no, not A, B, C. This would need to be, because we want to do it correctly here, a W, X, Y. Okay, and if we look at it like that, target for wave Y is 1-to-1 ratio with wave W. Basically, we've nearly reached here. The 1345 would be ideal target, 1-to-1 ratio. We've reached 1341. So we're pretty much there. From here, I'm okay with now breaking to the downside, which doesn't mean it has to happen, but it would be near target, nearly reached here, what you would normally expect. And then we could move down here in a wave 3, which should be quite an impulsive sell-off if it plays out. So we have here a possible 1-2 setup. If you look at the retracements, we've reached here the 78.6% fib level. There were 2 wicks to the 88.7. That's an absolute valid wave 2, and from here we could break down, but then would need to do it basically now. Okay. From here, target to wave 3. Would be for, ideally the 1213 level, the 1.618 extension, okay, for wave 3. So that's one possible count. I think that is not too unlikely. I think that is actually the count that I'm going to go with. Yeah, there is also another count where I'm just thinking, actually, I think this is sort of the one that makes most sense at the moment. Just thinking, if we had the wave 4 still here, could we say this was a wave A, then the wave B? Well, yeah, I mean, we could say, and that's sort of the, the other possibility, that wave 4 ended where I had it before, and that we have a triangle we just think, that we still have our A, B, C, but the point is that wave B was never finished, right? And that we therefore have triangle wave A, B, that this is now wave C, which is coming up here of the triangle. Oops. Then there will be a D here and an E up there, and that is where we are going to finish that wave B, and then we break down. So in the end, as I always say, you don't know until you really break out of the triangle. Triangles are among, so if you're trading this at the moment, good luck. It might work with a grid bot or something, or if you really pay a lot of attention. But as I always say, triangles are amongst, together with a wave B, the most difficult waves to trade. And then if you have a triangle in a wave B, good luck, right? But this is sort of what I'm going to go with now. So the scenario where wave 4 finished here, we had the triangle A, B, C, D, E, and we're already starting to move down. That is valid as long as we stay below 1348 now, 1349. But even if we break above that, as long as we stay below that 1396 level, we can not really confirm a bullish breakout. So, and that is where we're looking at. And then I would expect still here one more low, as long as we stay below that 1396 level, of course. And that low should ideally land sort of in the region between 1150 and 1200 US dollars before we can then expect a larger recovery. All right, and that's my update about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.